Hi everyone, today we're doing lesson 5 4b, more with the point slope form of a linear equation, and our goal today is to graph a line in point slope form. If you recall, point slope form looks like this, where y1 and x1, there's no y2, x1 and y1 are xy coordinates of an ordered pair, and m is your slope. Okay, so now we want to graph a line that passes through this point and has this slope. Well, the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to write this in point slope form. Y minus -1, which makes it y plus 1, equals -5/3. Didn't tell me to do that, but you know what? It never hurts to keep practicing this. X minus 6. So now it's in point slope form. So I want to graph this point 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1. And I know my slope is -5/3, so it's going to be a downhill slope. Now, if I go down and over, I'm going to be off my graph. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and left 1, 2, 3. And now that I have 2 points, I can connect them. There's one of my straighter lines. It's not particularly straight, but compared to some of them I do, it's not bad. And there's a line. That's pretty easy. Let's look at this one. Well, first, let's pull out my point and my slope. Okay, so here's my slope, 2/3. And my point, well, x minus x, so x minus, here's my x value, 2. And y minus my y value, so my y value is 1. So my point is 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. And I have a positive slope. It is 2/3, so I can go up 1, 2 over 1, 2, 3. I could also go down 1, 2, and left 1, 2, 3. Make both negative, left and down. Connect my dots. And there's my line. Okay, next one. Here's my slope, -2. My x coordinate is 2, because x minus my x coordinate. And now my y coordinate, y minus my y coordinate. So since I have a plus, we know that's going to be a -3 for my y coordinate. So graph this point, 2, 1, 2, -1, 2, 3. Here's my first point. My slope is -2, which means I'm going to go down 2 into the right one, or up 2, bonk, bonk, to the left one. I could make more dots if I wanted to. Connect them all. Put my arrows on, and there's my line. Okay, here's another one. I have that invisible one there. My slope is -1. Now remember, x minus my x coordinate, so this has to be x minus -2 in order to get that plus there. So my x is a -2, and my y, same thing, y minus a -5. So -5 is my y coordinate. So -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -5. My slope is -1. It is a downward slope, negative slope, so I can have a point here, point here. Let's keep going diagonally. And all of those will be on my line. That's it. Another example. I'm going to pull my point out first. X minus my x-coordinate, so my x-coordinate's 4. Y minus my y-coordinate, so my y-coordinate has to be -3, because minus a negative to get that plus. And my slope is -4/5. One, two, three, four, -1, 2, 3. There's my first point. I have a downhill slope. It's got to go this way. I can't go down 4 and right 5 or I'm off my graph. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 and left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my point is right there. That works. What would we need to know to graph in point slope form? In this one, I have a point and I have a slope. So my point here would be 5, -3. My slope would be 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1. So I need those two bits of information in order to graph in point slope form. I need my slope and I need a point. In this one, I would have my point, which is -4, because I have a plus, so that has to be minus a negative, and a +5. And my slope is -1/3. I guess the question is, why would I need to know how to graph in point slope form? Because that's sometimes the form you're given. You aren't always given slope-intercept form. Sometimes that's the information you're given, and it helps. Okay, let's look at some special situations. Okay, what about this? Well, remember, my equation is y minus y1. So if I'm just left with y, what would my y1 have to be? It would have to be a 0. For that one, my y is 0, my x is 8. My slope is 1/5. How about this one? What about this one's kind of weird. Well, what am I multiplying my x minus 2 by in this case? That invisible 1. In this case, my slope is 1. my x is 2, and my y, which I think you're getting the hang of by now, would be negative 7, because y minus the negative. What about this one? What's my coordinate here? Well, you can see that I have negative 9 here. So my coordinate here, my slope is negative 9. And this is going to be the same as negative 9 times x minus 0. So my point would be 0, 1. Might want to make sure these are in your notes, these special situations, because if you encounter them, you might go, is that really in point slope form? But it is. So, just a quick summary. To graph an equation in point slope form, first graph a point from the equation, then use the slope to make more points. Or you can rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form and then graph it. That's it. Have a great day.